personally want to hear from the former president?
I wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear? And me getting to swear him in. I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment.
That's the foreperson in the grand jury in Georgia that decided whether or not Donald Trump would have charges brought against him. In case you're wondering the state of our legal system in this country, joining me now, my friend, the great Lee Smith, author of the book, The Plot Against the President and the Permanent Coup. You should really read everything Lee puts out. Okay, Lee, we're going to get another Trump indictment in about 5 minutes. It's leaking all day that it's already happened. Oh, it's not quite happened yet. Everyone knows it's about to happen. This is going to be number 4, Lee. What exactly are we supposed to do with what's going to be the craziest election year ever?
Well, it makes me wonder what the Biden family has been up to, because normally these things have been moving bit by bit. You know, it's whenever Hunter Biden is found out to have done something bad, or when Joe Biden is found out to have done something bad, another Trump indictment drops, or more evidence. DOJ or some reckless district attorney somewhere around the country is bringing new charges against Donald Trump. So somewhere, I guess, we have to be expecting that some bad news on Hunter Biden is going to be dropping too.
Lee, let me ask you this. Now, is Donald Trump going to prison? And let me explain. Obviously, we're going to have our 4th indictment. He's not going to get out of these areas. They're not going to move the venue. They're not going to change judges. There's no way the system's going to get their hooks in him and then let him off the hook. That's not how the system works. And so I see it being almost inevitable that Donald Trump is going to be convicted in probably all 4 of these cases, in the very least 3. Yet it seems so outside of the realm of possibility that they're actually going to put the president in a federal penitentiary in an election year. Yet I can't see how that doesn't happen. Lee, what's going to happen?
I mean, there are people who know much more about how the law actually works, much more than I do. And they say, no, all of these things are headed for the Supreme Court. But look, the damage will have been done. The damage will have been done to Donald Trump, clearly. And that's part of the point. But the damage is also being done to our justice system, as if it weren't bad enough that the FBI and Department of Justice are clearly instruments of a political faction that has with totalitarian dreams, right? As if it's not bad enough that the DOJ and the FBI were not targeting school parents, we're not targeting Catholics, we're not targeting dissident journalists, like Tucker Carlson. As if it weren't bad enough, now they want to drive us further here, right? To put, to indict a former president of the United States, and not just that, of course, but the front runner in the opposition party. So yeah, I'm afraid this is something we're not going to avoid. But again, I'm very hopeful that people start to see what's going on here. It looks crazy. It feels crazy, right? Because it's crazy. Because the people who are running this show are crazy. That's the point. They're pathological. When we talk about totalitarian systems around the world, when we talk about the Chinese Communist Party, lots of people go around saying, well, look at all these communists here. It's communists who are going after Donald Trump, and communist that. Communism is a form that pathological government takes. That's all it is, right? Like Nazism, right? That's why these two things are fundamentally the same. It's a political form that pathologies take. That's what we're looking at right here. We're looking at a pathological ruling class. They don't care. They're keen to drive the country into a third world lunatic asylum, because that's who they are. They're crazy, right? This is not well thought out. This is not coming from top level political strategists. This is all coming from very crazy people, from very damaged and sick people. And so the most important thing, I think, is for us to hold on to our normalcy, for us to see what's happening, and for us to recognize what we're up against. We are up against a pathological faction of the U.S. ruling class.
Yeah. I always say that, more blind rage than, genius supervillain sitting in a room smoking a cigar. Lee, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Jesse. See you soon.
See you. All right. Well, the bad news is those same pathological people also control the money. Do you remember? You remember when we got a virus that 99% plus people survived, and as a result, we stopped our economy and then printed trillions of dollars? Remember that? And then we passed $1 trillion bill after $1 trillion bill after $1 trillion bill, Republicans and Democrats, by the way. And now here we are, we wake up one day and our dollar is worth 20% less. That's probably being nice. Your dollar goes 20% less far, I don't know if that's how you say that, than it did before. Look, they're destroying the dollar. And they're still printing. Did you know that? They haven't stopped. Still printing like it's going out of style. $1 trillion bill after $1 trillion bill. Do you have protection against that? Do you have gold or silver in your physical possession? I'm talking about coins, things you can purchase goods or services with. Do you have it in your 401k, IRA? Oxford Gold, best part about them is not only that they do all these things for you, it's that they make it easy and they're so laid back. It's really nice to deal with a company that's not a bunch of buy today. You don't deal with any of that. You call Oxford, tell them I told you to call, and just let them take care of you. Let them walk through it. They'll take care of you, all right? 833-995-GOLD. Let them take care of you. 833-995-GOLD. We'll be back. I have great news. If you enjoyed that, I have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to. Whatever I do, it'll be right there on YouTube, so go subscribe today.